Hey everyone, today I am making a pumpkin pie, but I am making it from the small pumpkins. Why? Actually, the smaller the pumpkin, the sweeter it is. So today, sometimes in excuse me, Halloween we buy all these decorative pumpkins and then they end up going bad sometimes, and it's like you're kind of wasting them because they are food so you can use them. So that's exactly what I'm doing today. I have these 6 small pumpkins. 5 actually. One more is in my daughter's room. I'm gonna get it. I bought these just to arrange them around the house so they could look cute and pretty. And then, basically Halloween is over and Thanksgiving is coming. So what am I gonna make? There you go, pumpkin pie. I'm gonna make a delicious pumpkin pie out of these small pumpkins. Cut it in half. Be careful. That wasn't an exact half. You see that? So now what I do is I'm gonna seed them. I'm gonna take them out. I took a small spoon. See that? A small spoon. Now this doesn't have a lot of meat. So after you steam them, if you want, you could just basically peel off the skin, because the skin will usually peel. Now another idea for these is you can always cut them half from here, roast them in the oven for like 25 to 30 minutes, then make a delicious filling or even some type of delicious pumpkin soup, and you can serve your guests in the pumpkin itself. That would be delicious too. So I'm seeding them, taking them out. So you see these seeds? You know these seeds are also. There's so many things to do with these. Oh, they're just so good roasted. And I'm going to use them because look how many of them. I am not going to let them go bad. So this is what you keep doing with a small spoon. At the same time you're taking the seeds out, you're taking out all that little mesh thing, like these little things. You take them out. So you see? I'm almost done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep on cleaning my little pumpkins here. And then when I'm ready to steam them, we'll come back. And I'm also going to clean out all my seeds because I'm going to roast them. So here goes. I cut all my small pumpkins. I added some cinnamon sugar inside of them and around them. I'm going to put them in my steamer for, like I said, 25-30 minutes. Now don't forget, these pumpkins are also perfect for doing like autumn stews, like stews with delicious types of veggies. Even if you get the white ones, you also buy them, cut them. And I mean, you can just Google a recipe. Google pumpkin autumn stews, things like that. And you can do this in like yummy stews. If you're a vegetarian, oh, perfect time for pumpkins. It's just delicious stuff happening out there with pumpkins. So many recipes, so many different things. The other day I made these pumpkin bars and pumpkin muffins. So tasty. I mean, I still have another big pumpkin left. That one is going to go to make 2 cheesecakes and 1 pie. Yep. Something really quickly. It's almost 25 minutes, but I want to show you right here. You see? They're peeling off. So that's what's really easy when they're cooked. It's really easy. You can just peel it off or scoop it out like I said, okay? So they're almost done. Also, our seeds, I washed them really well and I'm letting them dry. They're right here. I'm letting them dry. Put them on 3 paper towels. I'm about to move them around so they could dry a little more. Then I'm going to put them in a pan. I'm going to actually make them sweet and salty. I'm adding olive oil, some cinnamon sugar, and some sea salt on them. Great. So our pumpkin is done. Look at that. 25 minutes later, I'm shutting it off. Nice and tender. You see that? Nice and tender. The skin will just peel off. Look at that. Right there. Let's try a little bit. I know it's really hot. See? Perfect. Perfect. So now what we're going to do with this, we're going to let it cool. When it cools is when we take all the meat out of it and then we put in the food processor. Okay? Also, at this time, I've let my seeds dry really well. You can see they're right here. What I did is I already put some olive oil in them. I'm using a spatula. I'm also going to sprinkle some salt on them. Sprinkle a little salt. And a little cinnamon sugar. You can also skip the sugar and just sprinkle cinnamon on them. But since I want that sweet and salty taste, let me just put a little more salt. You can always add a little cayenne pepper for heat. And now what you do is you're going to move them around really, really well. After you move them around really well, because you want that oil to incorporate in every seed, you're going to make sure they lay very flat. So don't forget, 10 minutes at a 400 oven that's already been heated for a while. And then after 10 minutes, you take them out and you move them around again, and you leave them 15 more minutes. Okay, so remember, try to put them nicely flat all together. Alright, put them nice and flat. Basically, this was like 2 recipes in one. But I mean, these are so yummy. And if you buy these in the organic store or Gourmet Garage Whole Food down here, forget about it. You're paying like $6 to $9 for a small container. So I mean, you can make it yourself, you know. Why throw away when you can use? So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put it in the oven for 400. So right there, 410 minutes. Take it out, move it around, 15 minutes. Great, so 10 minutes later, you're going to take them out. See, they're getting nicely down. They're popping up, so be careful. Yep, here we go. So we move them around really well, really well. You know what? And actually, because these are a little smaller, I think I'm going to leave them 10 minutes, not 15. So 10 more minutes. You know, the seeds are a little smaller than the big pumpkin. Getting nice and brown. That nice toasty color. So you move them around. Make that oil everywhere. Now you take them. Put them in your oven for 10 minutes more. Great, so I just want to show you how it peels. You see the meat, it just peels right out. Peels right out. Look how simple that was. Then you pour it over here. You just have your bowl ready. Look at that. All that meat just comes out easily. So sweet. So yummy. Yummy. That takes care of that. So you see, that's all you have left. A peel. All easy. That was so fast. Dump that aside. And so now what you do is you do that to all of your pumpkins. You take the meat out. Look at that. See that? How simple that is. You take out all your meat. You put your flesh either in the food processor or in a blender. And you pulse it very fine. Some people like to put it through a sieve. Me, I'm just using it like that. This is actually going to be pie and a sweet bread, a spice bread that I'm making. You'll also be seeing my pumpkin pie recipe, which is coming from these small pumpkins that I just showed you how to steam. Your delicious pumpkin puree. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful consistency. Perfectly pureed. Now ready for so many dishes. So this was your how to cook your pumpkin. Great. So here we have our delicious pumpkin puree. And our nice, yummy, tasty, roasted pumpkin seeds. Look at the finished product. I pureed it. Almost like baby food. Really, really fine. Delicious. And it tastes good. And to me, I prefer to make my own pumpkin mash like that. Also, another thing that some people do, like when you're using it for cheesecake and things like pies, they put it on a sieve and they just let some of the water drain out. Now you don't put it through. That's another way. Some people like to put it right through the sieve, make it more fine. But also you could put it on top of the sieve and let some of the water just drain out for a few minutes or half hour. You leave it on top of a bowl and all that water drains. And our seeds are crunchy, so tasty. I got the sweetness, I got that saltiness, that cinnamon flavor. I love it. Hey guys, just wanted to show you my pie that I made with the small pumpkins. Yummy. Yummy. Got a tiny little bit burn, but that's okay. It'll taste good. Just letting it get cool before I put it in the refrigerator to get cold, and then it can be cut. But I just wanted to show you. Yummy. So I'll be having that video up soon, how to make my easy pie. I'm going to put the recipe here, but I'll have that video up soon. Pretty simple. It's a really simple recipe, and the taste is so yummy. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more.